I just want to be first to say that I don't own the rights to this music. We all know that. All right. You guys summoned me today to speak my mind, and speaking my mind is what I'm going to do. Okay? What is up? This is everyone's favorite Minx. With my audio card going. Yeah, audio card is going. I figured I'd get on here today to speak my mind because I saw something today that all right. I'm bringing back, revisiting this conversation about the tagger rapper shit. Needs to be talked about. Now, these last couple of weeks, I don't know what's been going on. I've been receiving a lot of direct messages of links of the things that people are saying, have said, continue to say. And I just want to just clear the air and let y'all know that a lot of these people that are talking about this tagger rapper shit, number one, you wasn't there. And I'm not saying that as a way to slap you across your face, but 2020 was a group of us talking about what the fuck was happening in hip hop. As a female rapper, I felt very honored for other artists to reach out to me to, want to discuss what's happening. And I had people come onto my podcast. I even had the actual individual that was running this shit reach out to me at the time. Well, it was Uncle Murda. I'm just a messenger. This is actually archived because this happened on my podcast when I had a rant about Uncle Murda reaching out to me. Pretty much telling me like he wanted to be a guest on my show to talk about this quote unquote marketing opportunity, which I declined, of course. You weren't coming on my show, coming to me the way that he did, like let me do your unknown rapper ass a favor. No. And on top of all that, people forget that as an artist that is talking about this shit, my music was targeted. I had my platforms targeted. I really, really, really lost a lot talking about this shit. So I feel like I have a right to speak on this shit. And I'm going to speak on this shit because one of the things I've noticed, you have people that are posting their knowledge about this shit and thousands of views later, and they still don't have the information correct. First and foremost, it wasn't just rappers that were doing it. It was also models. Okay, people like Amber Rose, which we called her Scamber Rose. Bruh. Because she literally had no reason posting up on her page, or that agency posting up on her page, DM me if you rap. All right? It was a list of them. It was at least 20 to 25 people. We're not even talking about the regular, suspects. The game. First of all, I just want to say this. When it comes to the game, a lot of people stopped talking about the game. The fact that I archived everything, the fact that he had 56 fucking mixtapes. We're not talking about SoundCloud. That Rolling Stone, you had a person on Rolling Stone that thinks that a playlist is a fucking mixtape. Anyway, these are people that have gone to my platform. I know they've been to my shit. These are the people that watch. So they go to my shit, they watch my shit, or they take my shit, they put it through an AI joint, have it like transcribe my shit and summarize my entire research. And then they go ahead and then they're like, oh yeah, let me tell you about something that I found. You didn't find shit. We've been talking about this shit since 2020. And it angers me when you have people that are not even artists. They are not even musicians. They don't have no music on streaming. They don't write a fucking lick. And they're the first ones running and talking about what the fuck is happening to us. I was on the front lines. And I'm not saying this because I'm looking for an attaboy. I'm just saying, where the fuck was everybody? That's all I want to know. Where the fuck was everybody? Just 3 of us left standing. 4 of us left standing, actually. Because I don't count the other one. The other one was a fucking opportunist. I'm not even going to name the other one. It's a fucking opportunist. Only talked about the shit when they felt like it. When it was just, a slow view day. Let's talk about the shit. This was every fucking day. I woke up, ate, slept, breathed this entire story. I wasn't going to say shit. But I literally got doxxed. I woke up on Instagram. My fucking personal information is in the comments and telling me to be quiet. And then after all of that, you have Pat Stay that actually did a fucking video and song about it. And he's not here with us today. Not saying that the game had something to do with that. I'm just saying that he's not here. And it was a quinky dink that he's not here with us no more. So when I ask people all the time, like I said in my song Cliche, you wouldn't die for this shit, so we not the same. Y'all are not going to die for this shit. Y'all are not dying for this music shit. You're not. Not to expose the truth, not to talk about marketing or shady marketing tactics. You're not going to fucking do that. So if this is just a talking point for y'all, I respect it. Everybody needs views. But this was never a talking point for me. I'm a musician that has a podcast that felt to use my platform to speak on topics that were affecting musicians and are affecting musicians. I wasn't even in it for the views and the streams. I wasn't in it for that. I was in it for telling the truth about what was happening to us. And I did it to the best of my abilities, including backing everything up on a server, backing all the videos, all the text messages, all the direct messages, everything that you could think of with this story. I had to back it up because my platforms are being maliciously attacked. I had to run over and fucking move to TikTok where nobody knew me. Did pretty good. But still, you guys are not going to want to face a rebrand after this. I mean, I know it's cool. You think you got your big fucking fish. It's not your big fucking fish. It's your big fucking nightmare. Not saying that for you to back off or stop talking about it. I'm just saying what the fuck you're getting yourself into. Because I had to go through it. I had to go through it to the point where I stopped talking about it. I had to stop talking about it. I had to change my router. I had to change my computer. Yeah, you guys don't have the fucking finances to deal with what happens when you expose and break a big story involving lots and lots of fucking money. So I'm not at all worried. I'm just saying, if you guys are saying that, oh, well, I tried to find stories on it and I couldn't, that's fucking bullshit. What the fuck is the Internet Archive for? Nothing is ever erased on the internet. You didn't look for shit. A lot of y'all didn't look for shit, and you don't look for shit. You just regurgitate what the fuck you think you know. And I'm only saying that because, again, I was in the front lines. So, good luck. I mean, that's all I can say is good luck. And then some people are laughing at some of these artists, especially one of the artists. They're like, oh, this dude was, how old was he? 19, 20, 21? He look like about 40 years old. Why? I hate to say it, but he was a victim. And y'all teeing and laughing along. I'm like, you just as bad. So at the end of the day, to each his own. If you trying to be Barbara Walters and shit, go ahead and be Barbara Walters. But it's all about being right, not being first. I was right and first. maybe second. But I sure was fucking interviewed. I was interviewed. I discussed how the whole quote unquote scam works. I even showed all the little marketplaces that they go to in order to buy streams and shit. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. I showed all that shit. I'm literally the fucking oracle. I showed them all the shit. So anyway, like I said, if you guys want to know the real story, I'm going to tell it in my own way. I'm not doing it the podcast way, because fuck the podcast way. People only want views. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to tell the story of 2020 pandemic in the only way I know how I can. So, with all that said, I don't talk about this shit no more. I'm making my music. I'm doing my live streams. I'm doing me. But, people, they if they feel that, they can do it better, then go ahead. Tell the story. I just hope you're ready. I hope you're ready, because you're talking about taking down the fucking music business that floats on the dime of independent artists that invest in opportunities because they believe that this is the one. They believe that that's the one. And you have a celebrity that climbs into your DMs and says, look, if you pay $750, I'll put you on this mixtape and I'll make sure it gets exposure, and this and that. Motherfuckers is buying. I don't care how old you are, how business savvy you are. You're looking at it from a standpoint of promotion, which this was never promotion. So that's the blueprint. Simple. How does Minx know? Because I fucking know. I'm not going to keep arguing with motherfuckers. I'm not going to keep having y'all call me cloud chasers. I'm not going to do that. You guys do 2.5 years worth of research, interviews. All right, calling up motherfucking state departments and shit. You tell me if I do not have a right to be upset when you have people who are fucking journalists and people that have larger followings than me that are taking all of my fucking talking points and using it. So I'm done. I said what I had to say. Anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting up more VR shit. And hopefully people will wake up and smell the coffee, that the music business is not what it is. Take all your music off of streaming. Don't fuck with Spotify. Go back to direct to consumer. I said that wrong. Go back to direct to consumer. Sell your shit directly and stop fucking dealing with these celebrities that do not have anything popping right now. That's all I'm saying. Get your ass on TikTok, learn how to do a few fucking dances, do distribution through TikTok, and then deal with the commercial music library and do your licensing. Get your licensing money. Fuck all this other shit. It's not working. It's not working. What's the definition of insanity? Thinking that you're going to keep putting music on fucking Spotify and getting fucking discovered. That's the definition of insanity.